What's up, guys? Justin here, aka mHero25. I'm back from another long hiatus. Reason being, I got busy again. I was actually in a lot of acting shows where I was from, and I have moved from my town of Grand Forks, North Dakota, to Jersey City, New Jersey, and I have found my new locals, which is only an 8-minute walk. Yes, you heard that right, an 8-minute walk from my apartment to the store. It's great. I'm loving it. And yeah, so I'm back. And without further ado, I want to show you the deck that I've been playing and the new project I'm working on. So welcome to the Dino series, where I'm taking a deck until I top my locals. And when I mean top, I mean get first place. And after that, I'll move on to the next series of decks that I want to try and build, because that way you'll get new content, I don't get bored, you don't get bored, and we all have a fun time doing it. Well, without further ado, let's get to the deck profile. Alright guys, as promised, here's my deck profile. I recently just took this to locals and I left 3-1. I made top 4, I believe. I don't know, I just stopped asking. When they say, here are your packs, I just take it and go. Anyway, so I did pretty well. Every round I had was a 2-1. I only lost one duel completely, like 0-2, and that was just because I honestly was bricking so hard, but it happens. But without further ado, let's get down to this, and I'll explain some of my choices as I go. So first off, we have 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor, the heart and soul of the deck, very important. Next up are 3 Miscellaneous Sarosaurus. Glad to have it back. It has been crucial. It has been the way to protect and also extend plays, and it's been wonderful. Next up, the babies. So I ran 2 petite pterodons and then 2 baby Sarosaurus. The ratio of 2-2 helped me out a lot, because with baby I can get into like 2 or lower, so I can get petite pterodon, and with petite I can go from 4 or higher. So I can easily go into a good standard play of, like, if I have to go first, I can easily go into Dolka and Pankratops, and it's like at least 3 disruptions in 1 turn. Still pretty good. Next up, I'm running 2 Overtech Squatless. A lot of players only run 1. I like 2, just because you can always ditch 1, have 1, and then search 1 for your hand. And this version of the deck is a very grindy deck, so it can go for Explosion OTK. But if it gets down to like grinding, this version of the deck won't pan out. So this one won't putter out. So this one will extend your plays and give you more chances to come back and give resiliency to the deck. Then we're running 2 Dogoron. Honestly, running 2 has been funny. I always seem to get them as a pair. So I've honestly done it once, and it helped me win the game, where I summoned Dogoron and special summoned my Dogoron on the field and just like killed him. It was great. It was awesome. Then I ran 2 UCTs. Honestly, 3's too cloggy, 1's not enough. 2 is the perfect ratio for this, in my opinion, for the deck. Then for the 1-ofs, we ran 1 Dracaolo and 1 Giant Rex. Honestly, Giant Rex has been one of the best key cards of the deck. It allows you to go into rank 4 plays easily, and even link plays. It allows you to get like a free body whenever you need it, with all the ways you can banish it. I'm really glad this card came back, and I'm glad, I'm just kind of sad that when I took this deck to Nationals, I didn't have Quatless with this card sooner, because it would have really cleared out a lot of Zodiac decks. But yeah, next up, I'm also running 3 Pankratops and 1 Stegosaur. This, honestly, is my little engine, my little secret to playing dinos. This Stegosaur has been very crucial, where it has given me another body to link with, or link with Xyz with, or just have something floating, and B, to search out for the deck for a Pankratops when I need it, and C, to use its Grave effect to special summon a Pankratops if I can alter the field enough where I can still put my opponent behind and give me a free summon where I can interrupt their plays even more, which happens quite a lot. And now for the hand traps, I'm running 3 Veiler and 3 Ash. I don't understand when people don't like running, like having those ratios of like 3-2 or 3 none. Having those hand traps gives you a lot more playability, and to use double evolution pill to extend your plays and having more targets, so you don't have to rely on your extra deck so much. Now off to the spells. It's off for the monsters. We're running 3 Fossil Dig, and if you can't notice, I've been spending a lot of time hollowing out the deck, slowly but surely. But yeah, 3 Fossil Dig, our best card. 3 Lost World, which is the variant I play. I've tried True King, and True King again is very explosive, but with explosiveness, it does come with a weakness. It is a glass cannon. You can either open the nuts, but literally like a few negations and a few hand traps can like ruin your plays and slow you down to the point where you can't play. This version, I can explode, and if they have answers, I can at least have comebacks, which you will see in the adult videos that I'll be uploading after this. Next up, I run 2 double evolution pill. Again, perfect ratio. You don't need 3. 3's too cloggy. 2 for me is just barely good. Is barely not cloggy enough, because sometimes I've seen it opening hand with 2 of them, but even then, it's not the worst thing in the world. Next up, we're running 2 Foolish Burial of Goods, because, you know, it's good to go with the next card, which is World Dino Wrestling. Now this card, I picked this idea up from another Facebook group that I'm in, and I saw this deck, and I was like, that's genius, because Dino Wrestlers are a perfect Dino sub-dinosaur archetype that has synergy without causing too many problems. So I decided to stick this in there. A lot of people either just don't know what it does or just let it pass, and it's great. It's great. And finally, our 1-0s, 1 Foolish Burial for a plethora of plays. You can send Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus, you can send Overtex Quatless, you can send Giant Rex, you can even send Pankratops if you need it just in the graveyard, or to special summon it through any other means, or even Stegosaur. There are so many ways to help. This one card helps you get so many plays and so much more advantage in the deck. I can't say how important it is. And then our 1 of Terraforming. Honestly, it does kind of suck that it's down to 1 now, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And that's the deck. That is a 41 count deck, very solid. I've considered cutting it to 40, but I honestly just feel very comfortable piloting it now the way it is. Now, off to the extra deck, we're running 1 Pentastag for the OTK for the piercing damage, 1 Hita, the Fire Charmer. Very good. Honestly, it comes up sometimes. It's best to have this still in the extra deck, but you know, if you want to cut it, it's fine. It comes up in niche situations, but when you have it, it's great. 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Deco Talker, 1 Topological Trisbania, and then 1 Borlo Dragon, and that's it. I already haven't had the need to run any other rank 4 link 4s or anything. Yeah, Boral's Sword doesn't do too much, and you know, I can't really think of any other level 4 link 4s that really give you more out of the deck. Now off to our Exceeds, we have our 1 Evosaur Logia. Ooh, ulti. Not first dead, but I'll still take it. 1 Evosaur Dolka, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 Digusto Emerald. Honestly, this one hasn't come up yet. I just put it in because it was a banned card that is now useful, and I'm just still trying to figure out the waters on this card, but I figured it's best to have it in there than not. Then we are running 1 number 60. Honestly, again, haven't used this one yet. I haven't found the moments where it's like the risk of testing it has been more of a reward, so I just still have it in there in case the opportunity arises where I can just do OTK, but either way, it's nice to have. Then 1 Gagaga Cowboy for game. As with the new time rollings and everything, I am a firm believer in either having Gagaga Cowboy, Black Ship of Corn, any other Xyz card or any other card that can do damage on main phase 1 or main phase 2, where you can win, is crucial. So I've actually stolen a few games before I moved to Jersey City with Gagaga Cowboy. So yeah. If not, I'm gonna probably replace it with the Braille Cannon. I don't know. And then finally, our 1 Synchro High Speedroid Chambara. Now, I know I'm probably gonna have some questions like, why aren't you running, you know, the other dino that changes Reaper and Materia Beast. Honestly, it's too much commitment to make one card, and I'd rather just keep a solid board going the whole way through. Well, that's it for the main deck and extra deck. So if you are done watching and want to comment some rude comments down below, go ahead. Just make sure you do leave a like or a dislike, something. And if you're done, you can move on. But also, if you want to stay and look at my side deck, here we go. So I decided to run 3 Artifact Lancia. Honestly, this is still like a remnant of the old format with Orcust and a bunch of their banishing decks, and with the new locals I've been at, like, it's still kind of there, so I'm still figuring it out. But this one has rarely seen play. 3 Called by the Grave. I prefer siding this card than maining it. My preference is, in the deck I need combo pieces, not cards to prevent my combos from not happening. So I rather just have ways to play out of it and just be persistent. Because in the end, like, you just don't want to top deck this card and it's just dead. That's always my theory. It's kind of like the OCG, where every card has every single card has a signature use that if you saw it by itself, it wouldn't be the worst. Next, we're playing 3 Twin Twisters. Again, this is an old remnant for the last format. I really don't see much of it being used. I've been trying and it just doesn't stick. Every time I've sided it in, I either don't see it, or when I see it, I'm already winning the game, or they have nothing to destroy. So, yeah. Next up, 3 Red Reboot. Again, another remnants for like many formats past. But that one time you meet an Ultra player, you're gonna know, and you're gonna love that you have this. And now, a final card that I've been teching that I just decided to throw in today for shiggles, and it worked out really well, was Broken Line. Now, this card was amazing. Putting this right underneath the extra monster zone on either side, or when you know that you've established one, you can put one here and like one anywhere else. It's so good because you can really pick up, if you're good at picking up your opponent's playstyle and their rhythm, you can easily, negate like a Kagari here, or Galatea, whatever you want, or whatever you need to stop the play, or if you know that they have like a Widow Anchor or something in the back row, you can negate it no problem. And honestly, it was great. I can't tell you how many times I used this against Guard Dragon combos, and it just stopped the Surge play, and it was so awesome. Oh, well guys, thanks for watching. I know this is a pretty long, rambly video, but I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content. I'm going to be uploading a lot more. I have now developed a great schedule to help me get back into the rhythm of uploading things again. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Alright, this is Justin, aka Empire25, signing out. Peace.